Hi guys, welcome again to another episode of Beyond the Scenes. We're here today with Miss Michelle Greenland, and Michelle is the CEO of the Doris Clifford Center. Now, Michelle's story is pretty interesting, and I'm gonna allow her to, tell us what she does, why she did it, and what her journey has been, and what stories she have to kind of motivate those of us who are in business or who wants to start. So Michelle, welcome. Thanks for joining us. And
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. And for being willing to share your story with us.
Mm-hmm.
So your name is Michelle Greenland, right? But you're operating a business called the Doris Clifford Center. Could you tell us what it is and how you came up with that name?
All right, thanks for having me. And well, let's put it this way. I registered the business, the Doris Clifford Center.
Yeah.
We have not yet started trading.
Oh, okay.
But for the last year and a half, I've been in the R&D process, the research and development process. Okay, so what is the Doris Clifford Center?
Yes.
It is an assisted living or retirement home. Some Jamaicans may call it nursing home.
Yeah, nursing home.
But no, I'm going with it's assisted living.
Yes.
And that came about because for the last 15 years, I have been the primary caretaker for my mother, who is Doris Scarlett. She passed May of this year. And for the last 7 years, I've been the primary caregiver of my father, which is Clifford Greenland.
My condolences on your mom.
Hence the name, the Doris Clifford Center.
Okay, so you're honoring your parents.
Yes, I'm honoring them. Yeah, it came from that. I'm scared to say it, a former banker, because if an opportunity comes and they want me to come back in banking, I'll come back. So, but right now, former banker. I left the banking industry in November last year. So November 2022. And instead of pursuing to go back to
into the corporate
95, I decided to bring forward the idea I had to open up an assisted living / retirement home. Over the years, I've seen a lot of people who say they are entrepreneurs, and I never thought I was an entrepreneur because I never found anything interesting. And if anybody knows me, I don't do stuff I don't like doing. Yeah, I'm kind of a 5-year-old like that. If I don't like it, I do. I throw a tantrum. So I see a lot of people are in, entrepreneurs, buy and sell. I worked at Jamaica for 10 years. And I've traveled the world. But most of the stuff, I travel, they buy stuff to buy and sell. I've never done that. I'm like, but you can go this and that. I'm like, but it means I have to go struggle with bags and do all kind of crap and then try to sell people stuff that I have zero interest in. I don't care if you buy it. So why would I sell it? This business I have, actually, I want you to purchase it. And I want to sell people it. And I want to tell them about it. I don't want to manufacture anything. I don't want to sell anything. I don't want to. So I don't care if you want to buy those stuff. So I didn't know I was an entrepreneur. I thought I was just a regular employee, and I was fine with that.
Yeah, because you've been in banking for how many years?
Over 20 years. Over 20 years. After Air Jamaica for 10 years.
You were at but Michelle, you're going so fast in the story. We'll have to explore everything.
Well,
you started at Air Jamaica.
My first job, yes. I was 18 years old as a heart trainee.
Okay.
And
you were there for how long?
10 years. 10 years.
And then you left there.
And then I left, and I was there as a secretary.
Okay.
And then I went to Central National Bank as an exec secretary.
And a lot of our millennials want to know what Central
National Bank is. Yeah, so a year and a half later, it was closed due to the banking crisis in Jamaica in 97. But it expanded actually from 94 to 97.
Okay.
But it resulted in Central National Bank's doors being closed. So the government came in, we were there working, all of a sudden we saw like 10 huge black strong men came in and just ripped the cards out of the door, shut the door, blah blah blah. That was interesting.
Yeah.
All the executives were sent home. The executive secretaries were sent home. However, I was on loan to somebody in the credit department, to the VP in credit.
Okay.
So I wasn't part of who was left.
Oh, so you were
So all exec secretaries were sent home. All executives were sent home. So I was the only exec secretary that remained. Yes,
okay.
and the operations at Century evolved into FIS, then into FinSAC. So I was at FinSAC.
So that's FinSAC.
Since '97, yeah, I left FinSAC
Okay.
in 2001.
2001.
Went to ITMB, which is International Trust and Merchant Bank. It used to be owned by Neville Blythe. Yeah.
Oh yes. They
had a very, I think, insurance company. Well, an insurance company that NCB had, they purchased it from Neville Blythe. But yeah, it was part of a 13 company group.
Oh, okay.
And I went there. I thought that I was going to put in a good 5 or so years there, but then I saw things. I'm like, yeah, I need to get out. So I applied to RBTT,
then,
which is a Trinidadian bank,
Mm-hmm.
and I was accepted as an assistant manager credit as a under the management trainee program.
Okay.
So they were teaching the commercial banking.
Okay.
So I did that, and then later on it was purchased by RBC, the Canadian
RBC,
bank.
Yes.
And then in 2009 it was purchased by Sagicor. So I was there all that time. Yeah, about 16 years. Yes.
Wow.
And in February 2019, I left Sagicor and went to JN Bank.
So you've been in banking
So that was JN was my last banking banking operation in November
2022.
2022. Yes.
So tell us then, Michelle. I mean, you were at Air Jamaica. You stayed in banking for all of those years. And like you said, you didn't consider yourself an entrepreneur because what you saw was like people buying and said like retail.
But never just retail. I have as a banker primarily in business banking where I was lending to businesses, corporate people, and in the latter stage to SMEs. I saw what they were doing, and there's nothing that they were doing I was interested in. You have a wide variety of services. I could go into admin. I could do a lot of stuff. I found nothing I was interested. I found nothing that gave me passion. Nothing that, because if I was gonna leave rank and file, 9 to 5,
corporate banking,
and I'm gonna go into my own, I have to go to something that I want to
stay in.
You know what I mean? So, but as I said, I had to about 5 years ago to 6 years ago, I realized I couldn't do it by myself, my mom. So I had to hire a practical nurse person because I found out she couldn't be on her own anymore.
And then you were
and I was going to work, right? So I had somebody come and so they were there for the day when they leave,
and
I'm
you
here
take
at night.
over. So you're doing like 2 jobs. Basically.
But it's from my own experience. I realized there should be something better because if I could have given them better, I would love to. Because even now, I would love to give them. God, my father knows since my mom is gone. What I want to give to my future residents. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, as the adult daughter, and it's oftentimes only one. If somebody have 10 children, it's only one, and 9.99 times is the female, the daughter,
that becomes a caregiver.
and that becomes a caregiver. And then I know what I wanted to give, but I could not give. I wanted to give a lot more time, a lot more self, but I couldn't. Why? I had to leave to go to work. Somebody's here to look after them. And by the time I come home, I'm tired. I just want to crash. Plus, I didn't know better, actually. Because while I'm a planner, if I'm to walk down the stairs, I'm planning the journey to go down the stairs. And I've always thought, okay, what am I going to do? I think my father and my mother were living together. This already when I was like 3. But he was married at another home with his wife, whatever. But I always knew if I'm gonna build a home or get rich or whatever, I always said if worst come to worst, I have a place for both.
For both parents. Wow.
So so I've always thought that. And then I'm always like, I'm not sending them to any nursing home because I've been to a couple of them and not that you just feel dreary when you walk.
It doesn't feel like home.
Yeah, it's dreary. Yeah. So so I'm like, so I actually had a plan. Was it the best plan? No, but I had a plan. And part of my quest to people my age, your age, to think about your grandparents or your parents, to plan ahead for post-retirement. So in your pre-retirement, plan for that. For yourself, for your parents, for your grandparents, what you plan to do. And then you put something in place to meet that plan. Because I don't say, oh yeah, I'm going to do this and then you're going to go to merry way. There are foundations that have to be built. So I did that in terms of having a place for them. So when I was extending this place, I knew at minimum I need to have 1 bedroom for each.
For each parent. Wow.
And so that was my idea.
I
would have loved to give them what I'm about to want to give to the future. Because at the end of the day, what is... Okay, so we are... Life expectancy has doubled in the last 100 years. In 1900, people were living until 45.
40s, We are
living beyond that. We're living up to an average 90, 70, we're going up to 100. So by the time you hit 60, by the time you hit 50, chronic illnesses start to set in. So we never... When you were dying at 45, you just died. You had a chronic illness before that. You lived, you catch hepatitis, you're dead. Now, you're living beyond that.
And you're getting care.
And your environment start changing, food quality changing, all sorts of things changing. So you have chronic illnesses now. Sugar, what they call sugar, blood pressure, inflammation, where you have pain in the joints, rheumatoid arthritis. All of these things come from stress. The underlying stress. And so nobody's thinking about that. Because at the end of the day, when you retire at 65, you literally have another 30 years to go. Is it that in the next 30 years you're going to live until you're dying? So I'm like, no. I don't want that for myself nor for anybody that I love. But as I said, when I was planning on that, I was more thinking about security. There's somewhere to live. Sometimes you're on the road and I will see elderly, very old people on the road. And I'm driving and tears running down my eyes because I'm like, oh my God, what are they doing up there? What are they doing on the road? What are they doing on the road?
They don't know how to cross the road.
So, I mean, tears just come to my neck. Oh my God. So there's no way in hell I would have my parents just just walking out in the sun. I mean, I go to this outside just to get and I'm dying. So there's no way. So that's all I thought about security. They have a shelter and whatever. So ignorance played that role as well, which is fine, which a lot of people have.
And you were preparing some people,
and I was preparing
not
preparing. So I'm like, and if I were preparing it still wasn't the ideal thing. Because at the end of the day, loneliness and isolation exacerbates depression, dementia, and chronic illness because you're stressing out. You're stressing out.
I want for you to describe the Doris Clifford experience, but we're going to take a break and come back. When we come back, you just tell us about that.